Coach Tara Woodruff, the Helpful Entrepreneur, coming to you this Tuesday afternoon. That's right. It's Tuesday, October 22nd. It's almost November. It's almost Halloween. What? How exciting is that? Time flies. Time flies when you're having fun. I wanted to make this video late last night, but it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I looked like crap, and I was tired, and I probably couldn't have held the conversation together, so I just wrote down some notes, and when I went to sleep, I thought about it a lot, and today's helpful entrepreneur tips of the day, maybe a few, there might be a few in this one for you, is you have to, at this point, if you're coming to these videos, most likely you're coming here because you're in network marketing or thinking about network marketing or internet marketing or direct sales. You're either in it or you're on your way to it, or you're thinking, you're doing your own business or something, and you just, you're coming here for personal development. You're coming here to hear my story and to see how I teach, what I teach. And if you're here right now, I've got something to tell you. You already know. You already have had all the experiences that lead you to the place where you know how to make solid decisions, where you understand how to recognize who you want to be around and who you don't want to be around. You've already gone through all the practice of that. You already know. You already have the tools. You're already here. You already know. You have everything it takes to do it. Now, one of the things I wanted to talk about with that concept is, during my life I've run across, you know that book? I'm going to read it. I'm going to read it for a video. I'm going to do it. Oh, the Places You'll Go. It says, you will run across many strange birds. Well, I've run across many strange birds. I'm sure there are stranger out there. I'm sure there's a lot of crazier people out there. I'm sure my experience isn't so whoa compared to others. I know this. I know there's other people out there that live even nuttier lives, even more, what kind of lives? But during my experiences, I have met and come across all sorts, all kinds. And one thing I have recognized and learned in my experience, through my childhood, through my teenage years, through my 20s, and through my 30s, is the snake in the grass. I recognize it. I don't always recognize it immediately, because that's the purpose. That's the purpose of that personality type, that type of person. You just don't see them coming sometimes. You might notice something's funny, but you're not quite sure. Next thing you know, you look down and the snake's already gone. And then, you just can't tell for sure. But when it becomes obvious, because you've already experienced plenty of them. So you know to get away and separate yourself immediately from that person. It doesn't mean that you have to separate yourselves from the business you're in. It doesn't mean that you have to separate yourself from the team that you're in. But what you do know is, through your own experience, just like I have, through my own experience, I know when I see someone that's a snake in the grass. And when I know it, I act on it. I do not put myself in any more positions with people that would absolutely and totally go the wrong direction with me that I know. I'm not talking about being predispositioned or prejudging, or I'm not talking about living in the past. I'm talking about learning from the past. I'm talking about learning from mistakes you've made. I'll give you an example. I had I'm going to use the word that he used to say all the time, very dear friend of mine. I was going through a really tough time in my early 20s, and I moved back to my hometown, and me and him clicked like this, and we were partners. We went everywhere together. We were all over the place. We were having fun. We did so much crazy shit. We had so much fun. We were best friends. Best friends. We terrorized that town. We had a ball. And when push came to shove, when the truth of it all came around, there were a couple people that warned me, and I didn't listen, because I was having fun. Dude, this is my best friend, and it was just unbelievable, and it was just great. And I didn't want to listen to the people, because I was 23 years old. Of course not. Well, they were right, and I learned. That wasn't the only time, I learned the hard way enough times to recognize when somebody's not good for my life. So I know you already have that. I know that you've experienced enough things in your life that you can recognize when somebody's not good for your life. You already got it. You've got the instincts. You have the instincts. Trust them. If somebody wants to make you question them, it's too bad. They just don't see the truth of it yet. It's okay. It's okay. You know, that's all right. You don't got to worry about it. Because you already have the instincts, you have all the experience that you've ever needed to come right to this position right now and enter into this new field or be in this field and be able to recognize whom you want to be around and whom you don't want to be around based on your previous experiences. We don't have a past for no reason. You learn from it. You make it your gold. You don't live in it and you don't dwell in it, but you make it your gold. See what else I wrote down here. Okay, I'm gonna read what I wrote last night. You have great instincts. You have the ability to do this because of the things that you've experienced. You gathered all the wisdom that you ever needed from your experiences, and you have learned what you need to know and that you can. The big thing, this is the big thing that I find is difficult for a lot of people, and it was for me for a long time. That's why I learned that story. You know, like that, my friend when I was in my 20s, that he was not good for my life. I learned that over and over again for a few years, for a decade, because I just wasn't ready to know it yet. You know, and I was attracted to that type of person. I was attracted to the crazy good time. And what I didn't do was trust myself. When I started having, when your instincts start to kick in and something starts to feel funny, or when your gut turns a little bit and you recognize something, and you're like, The only way that we stop reliving things like that is when we start to trust our instincts. We start to trust ourselves. We say, gut's right. It's been right before. I just didn't want to listen, but I'm going to listen now because I've learned. I have made, my new friend Ellie, she says, I don't make mistakes, I make discoveries. So I have made many discoveries about that. And being able to understand those things, especially in this industry, because you rely heavily on people. There's a lot of relying because you're going to people. You're going to people like me. People are going to people like you, whether it's on YouTube or in your team, or we're reaching out and looking for personal development all the time. And when you know someone is, from your experience in this situation, you know that it's not going to end well for you. You need to move away. You need to move away. They may have some value, but probably not very much, because in the end, it's not going to happen. Okay, I just want you to understand that you already have experienced, and when your gut tells you to get away from someone, do it. I don't care if freaking Cedrick Harris tells you they're okay. I don't give a shit who tells you they're awesome. If you know in your gut, from your experience, that they're not, trust it, please. And this is the other huge thing, and I probably say this an awful lot. There is no thing, no person, and no circumstance that can stop you. Once you've made the decision, you have every single experience that you've ever had serves you in your quest for a better life. So there's no one thing, there's no one person, there's no group of people, there's no type of people, and there's no circumstance that you are currently experiencing right this second that can stop you from reaching your dreams, because you've already made the decision, and every single thing that's happened to you in your life or that you have brought into your life is serving you in one way or another. Okay? My friend in my 20s, he served me at that time, showing me one of the times of my life. He served me after that, showing me how crazy people can be to just want to hurt you. You know, and what I learned from it all is that I understand. And that whole experience, I wouldn't take it away. Because without it, I might be 42 years old and not be able to recognize. Okay? Or I might have had to learn that lesson a harder way. Because that was really easy. That was a really easy way. So, trust yourself. Trust yourself. Another thing, a lot of people, you know, I've been noticing, I was reading on a blog, I can't remember the name of the blog, it's one you should be subscribed to, about an entire community of people protesting against Herbalife, saying that they're a scam and that Herbalife is what do you call it? Exploiting their community. I've never heard nothing like it in my life. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. If you're here looking at what you're going to do next, and you are looking to be your own boss in a small home-based business, and somebody told you that this shit's easy, somebody told you that you can make lots of money really fast, somebody told you, come on now, you're going to tell me that you can't trust your own instincts and know to see through that bullshit? This is a profession. It takes work. And you can come from any background and turn this into a gold mine. But it doesn't happen to you overnight. It is not instant. It's not a lottery ticket. So when I see something like that, when you got a whole community of people positioning themselves as a victim, it makes me sad for them. It's sad. I don't care what. Like I just said before, there is no person, people, things, circumstances that can stop you from reaching your dreams once you've made the decision to do it, because you have all the experience and all the success you need to back your ass up. Do not fall into a victim role. Learn from your mistakes, and like Ellie says, your mistakes are... What did she say? I missed it. They're opportunities. They're observations. There's something for you to use. It serves you. It might hurt like hell when it's going on, but I'm telling you, everything that's happening is serving you. It's pushing you towards it. And once you make that decision, the entire universe, God himself lines up with everything that there is and helps you get there as fast as you will allow it. But if you don't have faith and you don't trust yourself and you don't trust your instincts and you don't trust all the experiences you've had to teach you how to handle situations. I mean, if you go into a lion's cage and the lion attacks you, you're probably not going to step back into a lion's cage again. You'd probably be pretty freaking stupid if you did. Trust yourself. You've learned what you need to know. I think I've rambled on and on, guys. I've rambled on and on. It's time for my second cup of coffee. And, don't let no one tell you. That's all I gotta say. This video is dedicated to Cara Canavo. Thank you very much. Share everywhere. I love you all. Come to see my website. I'm gonna have the link right underneath here, and sign up for my video marketing free bootcamp thingy. Super awesome. Even though sometimes I'm a little crazy on these videos, I enjoy making them and I'm good at it. I'll see you later. Bye.